CashJordan's clickbait titles are absolutely ridiculous at this point. All he does time after time is repeat the same title and video thumbnail a gazillion times. Remember when he made genuine content about New York's architecture, living conditions, and overall exposing the problems in the major city? Today, he's become one of the biggest clickbait parasites on the platform. His last 20 to 30 videos are exactly focused on a single topic, presumably because it gets him views. He's mastered the clickbait formula and cares nothing more except his damn pockets and the infinite money glitch YouTube is providing him with. To me, this isn't talent. It's a classic example of the low-effort rinse and repeat method. I know some other YouTuber called him out for lying. I wouldn't doubt it, or at least that Jordan is exaggerating for clicks. It's pretty pathetic, and I don't even watch his stuff. The algorithm keeps feeding me his garbage thumbnails, even after I click not interested. Slapping that phrase on every single video has me wondering why more people haven't called him out. There's a real humanitarian issue going on, and he's out here recycling it for thumbnails, like it's part of a marketing campaign. It's not just lazy, it's downright exploitive, and honestly, beneath someone who claims to care about the housing situation. I don't believe there's an actual migrant crisis the way he's making it out to be. People are running scared because of ICE agents. Don't you think those who are likely to get deported rather keep a low profile and hide instead of causing trouble? There will always be those who don't follow the law and cause trouble, but to call every situation a crisis is simply lying. Jordan isn't offering real analysis. He's just sensationalizing headlines and feeding a narrative that gets views, not solutions. He'd rather do this and call it journalism. I'll bet he barely goes outside much anymore to show what's actually going on. It's more profitable for him to sit his ass down in his apartment and just make up a bunch of nonsense. When you think about it, it's quite sad how even YouTubers who started with good intentions go down this path. It proves how dishonest and two-faced people can be. At what point does it end? Is he going to keep this up forever? What happened to discussions about the housing issues in New York? Remember those? Those problematic apartments with tiny spaces that would make anyone claustrophobic isn't talked about anymore. The homeless issue, or how dirty and neglectful the city isn't even touched on. All of it just goes over Jordan's head because he somehow convinced himself a stampede of migrants have infested New York and are ready to run him over at any moment. The reality is, he's in it for the money, plain and simple. I've witnessed plenty of sociopaths in my life. This is a prime example of one with no remorse. If one has to do this to make a living, then they'd probably sell their souls to the devil for a paycheck. CashJordan isn't your friend. He's not trying to inform his viewer base. What he is doing is continuously feeding his wallet. It's truly pathetic, and may prove he's not that talented if he relies on deception to get views. I'm seriously tired of YouTube, who rewards this type of parasitical behavior. I can't emphasize the term YouTube whore enough. Those who stoop to whatever level it takes to game the system are pathetic. It's not just Jordan who does this. Plenty of low-effort content creators do the rinse and repeat method. When it's done so many times, you know it's about milking the system as much as one can for viewership. This is what made YouTube go from a platform where people would share stuff they were genuinely passionate about to the shit you see today. Instead of talking about real issues and how New Yorkers are being priced out, how China is heavily invested in New York real estate for both commercial and residential properties, he'd rather keep putting out garbage content. Although those clickbait videos may get more views in the short term, genuine content is much more sustainable and continue to get views over an extended period of time. I guess he doesn't care about hurting his image either. This isn't about being dismissive about the country's migrant issue. This is about pointing out how Jordan is using a tragedy for personal gains while misleading many. This constant fear-mongering on YouTube is one method that people buy into. Creators have learned that it sells, and they milk it. What's worse is that this kind of content rewards emotional manipulation over honest analysis. YouTubers stop researching thoroughly because it's more profitable to be loud, dramatic, and one-sided. It trains audiences to react, not think. We're losing the middle ground where discussions are balanced, where uncertainty is acknowledged, and where facts matter more than outrage. Anyhow, I could go on forever. I just hope the message has gotten through many people's thick skulls and how lots of these YouTubers have more financial incentives than telling the truth.